Unbelievable billionaire car collection of the Sultan of Brunei. Hassan Abukia, the Sultan of Brunei, is the individual who reportedly stored his collection of cars there. At 7,000 vehicles, and they aren't your typical cars. Household sedans, the Sultan's collection of vehicles includes, among others, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Mercedes, and Aston Martin. Let us examine them above. Number 10. The mythos of Ferrari. The 599 GTO and the 458 Italia are both wonderful automobiles. Nevertheless, the Sultan desired to buy a Ferrari, which is something that is out of reach for most car enthusiasts. The Mythos was merely a concept vehicle and was never meant to be on sale to the general public. This magnificent Ferrari can reach a maximum speed of 180 miles per hour. Due to the Sultan's passion for collecting automobiles, he didn't settle for just one, but instead bought two. The only issue that arose with the Mythos was how it was performed. It took the car 6.2 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour. The vehicle is a model from the 1980s, and despite its sluggishness, the Mythos is a timeless classic that we rarely, if ever, see driving about on public roads. They are probably concealed in a collection of some kind somewhere. Number 9. Ferrari F50. When Ferrari reached their half-century mark, the company decided to mark the milestone by creating a one-of-a-kind automobile to honor the occasion. The F50 was the product that came out of the efforts put in by the company. This breathtaking sports automobile is powered by a V12 engine that is 4.7 liters in capacity and produces 514 horsepower. Due to Ferrari's desire to make the vehicle unique, it was only constructed in a limited run of 349 vehicles. The vehicle has a top speed of 201 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. The cost of purchasing the vehicle was $480,000. When you have $20 billion, $480,000 seems like a drop in the bucket. The F50 is a fantastic vehicle that ranks among Ferrari's most successful models. Number 8. The Lamborghini Diablo automobile. When you ask those who are passionate about Lamborghini which model they would most like to buy, you will most likely get the response, the Diablo. Unfortunately, the Italian manufacturer stopped making the car after it had been in production from 1990 to 2001, but they did. The vehicle is considered a classic and can command prices that are far higher than those of the majority of Aventadors and Murciélagos. The Diablo has a 5.7-liter V12 engine that is capable of producing 485 horsepower and can be found under the hood. The vehicle can achieve its maximum speed of 202 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds. The Jaguar XJ220 comes in at number 7. The XJ220 was only manufactured for a total of 3 years, but during that time it made its impact. If it hadn't, the Sultan's attention wouldn't have been drawn to it in the first place. The Sultan was highly shocked to learn that the XJ220 could reach a top speed of 212 miles per hour, and Jaguar only manufactured 282 of these vehicles. The V6 twin-turbo engine was able to generate 542 horsepower at its peak performance. The manufacturer intended for the vehicle to be capable of traveling at a maximum speed of 220 miles per hour, which is reflected in the name of the vehicle. The automobile merely fell short of the dream by 8 miles per hour. The Ferrari 456 GT Venice comes in 6th place. Those who are interested in automobiles and are looking for a Ferrari 456 might find it, but they will have a difficult time locating the GT Venice variant. Only 7 examples of the automobile were ever constructed by the Italian company, which contributed to the vehicle's rare nature. The Sultan's brother, Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah of Brunei, is the one who placed the order for the 7 vehicles, and the well-known Italian coachmaker Pininfarina was responsible for their construction. Prince Jeffrey acquired 6 of the Ferraris in the station wagon body design, and the 7th vehicle was sold to a private collector of automobiles in the United Kingdom. It was predicted that a single car would cost approximately $1.5 million. That is the cost associated with having exclusive access. Number 5. Porsche 959. The experience of buying a Porsche for the typical person is like something out of a dream. You still can't believe that you've arrived at this stage in your life as you walk into the showroom and point to the 959 to claim ownership of it. After entering the dealership, the Sultan immediately begins searching for a 959 that is coated in gold. If he is unable to find it, he requests that Porsche develop a special model just for him. The Porsche 959 is an absolutely attractive car, and it comes equipped with a 2.8-liter flat 6-cylinder engine that can generate 444 horsepower and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. Number 4. Leblanc Mirabeau. The Leblanc Mirabeau was the second fast car that the Sultan purchased due to his need for more. The good news is that the car may legally achieve speeds of up to 230 miles per hour and is not prohibited from doing so. This comes as a surprise when one considers that the vehicle is equipped with a 4.7-liter V8 engine that is capable of producing 700 horsepower. Because it is a special order, the Mirabeau cannot be located at any of the dealerships that you visit. If you are interested in purchasing the Mirabeau, you will need to come up with $765,000 upfront. The vehicle can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2.6 seconds. The design was motivated by the car's ability to last for 24 hours at Le Mans. Number 3. Koenigsegg CCXR. Even though boxing champion Floyd "Money" Mayweather is the only person in the world to own a Koenigsegg CCXR, the Sultan is willing to pay $1.3 million for one to add it to the extensive collection he already possesses. The CCXR is an eco-friendly automobile that was developed as a modification of the standard CCX model. The Sultan's car has a top speed of 250 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. The V8 engine with 4.8 liters of displacement and twin superchargers is capable of delivering 1018 horsepower. That ought to be sufficient power to satisfy even the Sultan's quick lifestyle, as well as all the women he is under pressure to please. Mayweather received an astounding $2.6 million at auction for the sale of his Koenigsegg CCXR a few years ago. Number 2. Ferrari F90 Testarossa. The Ferrari F90 Testarossa that the Sultan keeps in his garage is indeed red, but because the automobile is so rare, it is nearly impossible to locate clear images of the specific model that the Sultan keeps there. In 1988, Ferrari created 6 examples of the F90 specifically for the Sultan. During the time that it was being made, the project remained shrouded in secrecy. The automobile's designer, Enrico Fumia, said that the F90 was a reference to the Ferraris that were produced in the 1990s. Pininfarina sculpted a fresh body and interior onto each of the 6 cars, which were all based on the Testarossa chassis that was shared by all of the vehicles. The engine in the vehicle can generate 390 horsepower. First place goes to the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Special Series U. If you are an extremely wealthy automobile aficionado like the Sultan, you will own vehicles that no one else in the world has. The Sultan is the first person in the world to own an Aston Martin V8 Vantage Special Series U, which was custom built by Aston Martin at his request and is the only one of its kind in the world. The Sultan was one of just 3 Aston Martins ever produced, and the company got to keep it. The remodeled automobiles, which now have an increased engine power of 600 horsepower thanks to the V600 chassis, were embodied by the coach builder Zagato. The vehicle has a top speed of 205 miles per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds. Did you like this video? Please feel free to respond in the space provided below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more entertaining videos.